incomplete, not applicable, and unknown data in teacher assignment monitoring outcome reports. This is part of a series of training videos that pertain to the teacher assignment monitoring outcome reports. The topics of this video are the teacher assignment monitoring outcomes, or AMO, report definitions of unknown, not applicable, NA, and incomplete. Another topic for the video is creating better data outcomes to eliminate these three statuses. It may be helpful to first understand how the data in the AMO reports are generated. The California Department of Education, or CDE, provides the Commission on Teacher Credentialing, CTC, with certificated staff assignment data that is submitted to the CDE through the California Longitudinal Pupil Achievement Data System, or CALPADS. These data are based on students enrolled on Census Day, which is the first Wednesday in October. The CalPADS staff assignment and course data are necessary for the CTC to annually determine the teaching assignment monitoring outcomes in the California Statewide Assignment Accountability System, or CalSAAS. In return, the CTC provides the CDE with annual teacher credential and assignment monitoring outcome data consistent with the California Consolidated State Plan approved by the State Board of Education, or SBE, as required by the Federal Every Student Succeeds Act, or ESSA. These data provide the basis for the DataQuest Teaching Assignment Monitoring Outcome, or AMO, by Full-Time Equivalency, FTE, report. The DataQuest Teaching AMO report shows the FTE data for each teaching assignment, aggregated and displayed for the following AMOs: clear, out of field, ineffective, intern, incomplete, unknown, and not applicable. The definitions for these outcomes are discussed on a separate video. Additionally, these data will be available for schools to use in their annual School Accountability Report Cards, or SARCs, and Priority 1 on the California School Dashboard. There are three assignment monitoring outcomes, or AMOs, that represent missing or incomplete data in either CalPADS or CalSAAS: incomplete, unknown, and not applicable. CDE staff could not include this data under the other reporting categories of clear, ineffective, or out of field because there was not enough information about these assignments. The goal of this video is to help local educational agencies provide additional data in CalPADS and CalSAAS to eliminate these assignment monitoring outcomes, or AMOs, in future data releases. Currently, 5.7% of the statewide monitoring outcomes are considered incomplete, 1.0% are unknown, and 0.2% are not applicable. Regarding the designations of incomplete, unknown, and not applicable, or NA, they were not assignments added to the out-of-field and ineffective categories, and therefore did not inflate those numbers. As better data is entered into CalPADS and CalSAAS, we anticipate the numbers of assignments in the unknown and incomplete categories will become smaller. An assignment monitoring outcome of NA indicates that the assignment either required no authorization or evaluation of the authorization was not applicable given the state course code or some other attribute of the assignment. This includes two specific state course codes not evaluated during the assignment monitoring process conducted by the CTC through CalSAAS: Course Code 9209, Teacher Preparation, and Course Code 9215, Free Period. NA also includes online learner-led courses in which the student sets the pace of instruction and where content and instruction are provided solely by the online application. A key message: the NA category is different from unknown and incomplete. There will always be some courses categorized in the data as not applicable, even if LEAs enter everything accurately into CalPADS and CalSAAS. An assignment monitoring outcome of unknown indicates that insufficient information about the assignment was reported to CalPADS by the LEA, which resulted in an unknown determination of the assignment authorization during the CTC assignment monitoring process. Unknown assignment data are primarily created due to LEAs selecting Code 5, No English Learner, or EL, services when entering CalPADS course data for courses in which ELs, also called emerging multilingual students, are enrolled. Although the assignment authorization may be clear in other areas, an assignment monitoring outcome of unknown in the EL authorization space results in an overall determination of unknown for the assignment. To create more accurate CalPADS data in the category of unknown, Add the correct education services that are being offered to ELs or emerging multilingual students in your courses. Any assignment marked with Code 5, No EL Services in CalPADS will likely be flagged as an exception in CalSAAS for the monitoring authority to review it. If the teacher is not authorized to provide EL services or indicates they are not providing them when EL students are enrolled, that assignment is likely to create an ineffective AMO. Part 2 of creating more accurate CalPADS data for the unknown category. If you have a teacher who has not earned an EL authorization, avoid assigning EL students to their class. If a teacher holds an EL authorization, the LEA should mark it for courses where EL and emerging multilingual students are enrolled. If the teacher is not authorized to provide EL services or indicates they are not providing them when EL students are enrolled, that assignment is likely to create an ineffective AMO per the state ESSA plan. Unknown, creating more accurate CalSAAS data. Just a reminder, if the teacher is not authorized to provide EL services, their assignment is likely to be a misassignment if EL students are enrolled. CTC staff plan to provide additional training to assist LEAs with accurate data reporting in CalSAAS on the topic of EL services. Incomplete. An assignment monitoring outcome of incomplete primarily indicates that missing or incorrect information about the assignment was reported to CalPADS by the LEA, which prevented a complete and accurate determination of the assignment authorization during the CTC assignment monitoring process. Determinations in CalSAAS that would receive an incomplete status include CalPADS errors, exceptions for educators that have been determined as appropriate assignments, but hold credential authorizations that aren't associated with the setting or content of the course, alternative special education placement, and core setting determined exceptions in which an educator does not hold a credential that authorizes self-contained instruction. The majority of assignments that fall into the incomplete category are CalPADS errors, so we will begin with that topic. CalPADS errors, creating more accurate CalPADS data. Independent study or IS courses seem to be the majority of assignments that end up categorized as CalPADS error exceptions. If a course is part of an IS program, ensure the course is identified as an IS course in CalPADS and a distance learning course if it is an online course with the appropriate online instruction type populated. If the course is an online credit recovery course, ensure that the course is identified as a distance learning course with the appropriate online instruction type populated. Creating more accurate CalSAAS data. CalPADS error determination indicates that the educator in the assignment was appropriately assigned in real life, but there was incorrect reporting of the assignment in CalPADS. CalPADS error should only be selected if what was reported in CalPADS is not an accurate reflection of the true nature of the assignment, the educator held the appropriate credential authorizations for the assignment on census date, and no other determination applies. Creating more accurate CalSAAS data, Part 2. If all necessary attributes are not populated in CalPADS, CalSAAS results may not be an accurate reflection of the assignment. Report local assignment options in CalPADS if appropriate to avoid unnecessary exceptions in CalSAAS. Course settings, an example. Here is an example of what a course setting looks like in a schedule when planned appropriately. Course settings allow an educator holding a credential authorizing service in a self-contained classroom to provide instruction in a partially departmentalized setting. This educator may teach 2 or more departmentalized subjects to the same group of students in the same day and provide instruction in hanging fifth periods. This setting is only permitted for use in grades 5 through 8. Please refer to the CTC's Administrator Assignment Manual for more information on course settings. Regarding the course settings determination for a CalSAAS exception, and a portion of the incomplete assignment monitoring outcomes data. Creating more accurate CalPADS data. Only identify a course with a course setting indicator of Y for yes if the course is departmentalized, the teacher holds a multiple subjects credential, and where all other requirements of the setting are met. See previous slide. Creating more accurate CalSAAS data. These data include any assignments marked core where the teacher didn't have a multiple subject credential, and the monitoring authority has to scrutinize to assist LEAs in avoiding errors on this. Appropriate assignment, i.e. exceptions determined appropriate but cannot be validated by CTC. In some cases, the LEA or monitoring authority may have indicated that the assignment is appropriate, such as use of a temporary county certificate. However, neither the CDE nor the CTC can validate the authorization basis for the assignment. In many of these cases, this has been because of a technical limitation of CalSAAS to validate some of the oldest teaching authorizations, such as career technical education authorizations with a subject of not applicable. These could be appropriate, but it is not currently possible to sort these assignments into ESSA categories for the CDE's Teacher Assignment Monitoring Outcomes data. Alternate special education. Alternate special education determination is a legal and appropriate assignment for assignment monitoring purposes if the students are receiving services in accordance with their IEP by an appropriately authorized educator. CalSAAS does not currently have necessary data to determine which credential authorization is being used to clear the assignment, and therefore these determinations will become part of incomplete AMO data. CTC will explore possible solutions in the future. The CDE maintains a robust webpage of guidance to understand the teacher AMO reporting information at www.cde.ca.gov/ds/ad/tamoinfo.asp. In addition, the Promoting Equitable Access to Teachers Program webpages house related resources, including the ESSA teacher equity definitions discussed in this video at www.cde.ca.gov/pd/ee/teacher-equity-definitions.asp. Finally, check the many additional CDE resources such as FAQs in the CalPADS systems documentation area at www.cde.ca.gov/ds/sp/cl/systemdocs.asp. And finally, our last slide, part 2 of the resources. These are from the Commission on Teacher Credentialing. CalSAAS determinations at www.ctc.ca.gov/credentials/CalSAAS-information/determinations and CalSAAS information main webpage at ctc.ca.gov/credentials/CalSAAS-information. Thank you for your attention to this video.